A rising tide lifts all boats. I heard that expression recently when I was working with a team of leaders who were choosing to collaborate rather than compete. What a concept. And it's actually, the expression has stayed on my mind. I looked it up and I noted that President John F. Kennedy is the one that made it famous. He used it in his speech in 1963, referring to the economy, talking about when everything in the economy gets better, it benefits everybody. Well, that's not the meaning that I want to talk about today. I'm not talking about the economy, but I got to thinking about what it means for a leader in your organization, in your family, in your business, in your community, and in our nation when we can raise the tide. What does that look like? So I want to give you three concepts today that I believe are important in raising the tide. That expression in and of itself, to raise the tide, means when strength is applied to bring change. That's what that actually, is referring to. So you have strength and I have strength that can be applied to produce positive change. And boy, do we need it right now. So here's three thoughts I'll give you real quick. The first one is intentionality. Being intentional about raising the tide, being intentional about focusing on core values and making sure that they guide our decisions every day. And furthermore, when you're leading a team, knowing that those core values are shared, that it's not only assumed that everybody knows what they are, but it's revisited in a myriad of ways every day, so that things like trust and respect and kindness and appreciation, whatever the core values are for you. Some companies' core value is fun and positivity. Whatever those core values are, being intentional about practicing them every single day is key. The second key I want to talk to you about today is clear communication. Now, I always say that the quality of your culture in your group is dependent upon the quality of your relationships. And the quality of those relationships is dependent on the quality of communication that you all enjoy. So what are you doing to enhance better communication skills in your team? Are you asking questions? Are you listening intentionally? These are all things to consider. The third thing that I want to mention today is safety. Now, this is an interesting word that is talked about a lot in company culture, and I'm not talking about physical safety, as important as that is. It's interesting that these days companies not only do fire drills, but they do active shooter drills and things we would have never dreamed of decades ago. But I'm talking about emotional safety and psychological safety. I'm talking about the kind of safety that where people can come and know that they're not going to be thrown under the bus. Now, that's another figure of speech, which of course means that they're going to be embarrassed or shamed in front of their peers. An environment of safety is where people feel like they can be seen and appreciated, and they can be heard, and their voice will make a difference, that they're not just invisible, or that they have a place and that they can make a difference. That's all part of emotional safety. And I just want to encourage you that the boats around you are people, and you can contribute to raising the tide, and it will lift all the boats. And I hope that gives you food for thought and gives you some practical ideas on how you can make a positive difference every day. Thanks for joining me. I'm Beverly Lewis, and the best is yet to come.